Hello, everyone. I'm Metis Balaska, and I'm here with Fyr, aka Manic Overlord.
Howdy there, everybody. Maniac Overlord right here.
So we're going to go get the good ending for Unlimited Blade Work today. It shouldn't take too long because, as I've stated before, the remastered version of Fate Stay Night lets you skip through previously read scenes. And that's going to be a majority of from this, even though this is all the way back at day 8. Also, Catmun will join us when he like dragged himself up. So yeah, we've been given in order to get the good ending, we need 9 Sakura. We need 9 Rin points and 3 Saber points. To get the Saber point, guess what choice we have to make? It's a big mystery, ain't it?
I wonder what would make Saber happy.
Yeah, so the reason I held off on doing this one, for so long specifically, because my original idea was to like play through, play through subsequently and then get the good ending practically at the same time. But like obviously that didn't pan out. That didn't pan out time wise, and the reason the other main reason I held out for so long was because I saw by the name of on the flowchart I was using that a particular character is going to show up if we do this. What the hell? OBS kind of freaked out for a second.
Say again.
OBS kind of freaked out for me for a second.
Huh. Weird.
But yeah, if we, the reason why I held out was because a particular character is going to show up that we haven't seen before, but is going to be relevant in the next route. So.
商店街、今日特売だったっけ?
Saber is looking forward to dinner, so it might not be a bad idea to splurge and make it a fancy dinner. Every friggin' Saber, man. I can just report to Tosaka once I get home. I'm sure she won't be upset, right?
牛フィレを買ってしまった。
And veal too. It's rare or expensive and doesn't taste as that different. But boy, did I fall for the butcher sales pitch hook, hook, line, and sinker. Or at least that's what he said. Like he could have easily just like marked it down by a little bit and then and said 50% discount or something. I just look at it as a day's worth. I can just look at it as a day's worth of earnings, I guess. Saber looks like she'd like something like this. We've been having homemade meals, so I'm sure she would be happy if I make something like a Western-style full course meal.
これで前菜からデザートとチーズまで用意できたら文句なしなんだが財布がな。セイバーはともかく藤姉までそんなグルメな真似をさせたら後で。
Something unfamiliar caught the corner of my eye. I wonder what it is and look back at the cake shop floor.
Oh, hello. I know you.
A character we've only ever seen in the bad endings of Fate up until now. Is that some kind of uniform? A woman in an outfit unfit for the antique shopping district looks like she's giving the lady at the local cake shop some trouble. I get curious and stop. I keep forgetting that those two exist because, like, the Fate lore...
They play such a minor role.
Yeah, they play such a minor role, and the Fate lore seems to overall kind of forget them.
Which is funny because, like, theoretically, they're actually pretty damn important, but they get, like, no screen time.
Yeah, like, one of them is actually playable in Fate Unlimited Codes. I get curious and stop. From what I overheard, it seemed like the money that the woman in white is trying to pay with is not Japanese yen, so the lady in the cake shop doesn't seem to know what to do. The out-of-place woman is also speaking in broken Japanese. Well, I got a bargain. I guess so I'll do something about it since I happened to pass by. I'm thanked twofold and leave the cake shop. Like Jesus, those eyes, man. The girl also thanks me in broken Japanese, but I really haven't done much. All I did was exchange her foreign currency with my 2,000 yen bills.
あ、いや、さっきので十分だって。10フラン紙幣ちゃんと2枚もらったから。
This nightingale-esque clad woman looks around absent-mindedly. That's funny to think about because Nightingale is an FGO. Doesn't even look remotely like her.
I mean, actually, I can kind of see it in the face, specifically. I think they even both have similar eyes.
I bet, but I get it. She's supposed to look like this pure angelic nurse-like type character. Which again is funny when you consider FGO's take on Nightingale.
Yeah, God.
her whole "I'll save your life even if it kills you" attitude.
Good Lord.
She bows and leaves. I almost said bows. That's why it came out weird. I watched the girl leave, thinking to myself that there are days like this. Then I get curious and ask her. The girl in white stops after looking around absent-mindedly. Ah, so this is the other one. I forget their names, but yeah, I believe she's the one you play as in Unlimited Codes.
I'm pretty sure one of them is named Lacerit or something.
Yeah, I think that it's her, Lacerit. She gives a vague answer. I check the school directory as soon as I get home and call Tosaka's. The phone rings. After calling dozens of times right before I'm ready to give up, she picks up. The voice on the other end is definitely Tosaka's.
もしもし、エミヤだけど、今時間いいか？
はあ？何ふざけてんのよ。ってあれ？嘘？本当？
Like, no way, you actually called me?
Yeah.
あのな、お前にいたずら電話かけるほど余裕ないぞ、俺。
そういうんじゃなくて、ごめん、ちょっとびっくりしただけ。それで何かあったの？エミヤくんの方から電話してくるなんて。
何かって一星のことだよ。朝約束しただろ。今日中にはっきりさせるって。結論から言うと、一星はマスターじゃなかった。体のどこにもレジはなかったから間違いない。
本当？驚いたわ。本当に今日中に調べるなんて。けど一星は白か。まあ、当てはなくなったけど、それならそれでいいか。
Just don't ask how we did it. It was awkward. Like, no joke. You actually just say, hey, Issei, take off your shirt. I can't tell whether she's disappointed or relieved. I can't grasp Tosaka's reaction that well through the phone.
とにかくご苦労様。マスター探
Pretty
し
sure
の方針
Tosaka
は
always
私
wants to
が
commit
担当と
violence.
して。
So
要
disappointed.
件はそれだけ？なら切るけど。
Especially against Issei. I don't have anything else to say. But there's one other thing that bothers me.
登坂、さっき驚いてたみたいだけど、そっちで何かあったのか？
I can feel Tosaka's bewilderment through the phone. After a brief moment of silence,
別に。あなたの声、電話だと少し違って聞こえたから驚いただけよ。
she states the obvious in a cold voice and hangs up. I think it was, yeah, it's this one because it's in the classroom. The other one's for the bad end. Did that one, that one, was that one scene just called Scion of Nepotism?
Quite the mouthful of a name.
Also, I just kind of messed up.
Oh no, what did you do?
I wanted to go to the menu. No, so we're gonna have to fast forward.
Oh boy.
Nope. There we go. Problem solved.
That makes it simple.
Yeah, these quality of life changes are great, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Saves so much time.
I think this is also a bad end thing. Just like Castor holding Tiger hostage.
Yeah. It's an interesting one. You're like, you basically give yourself up in exchange for saving Taiga, and if I
Don't tell yet. That's going to be something I'm going to do with a friend of mine. I've been doing bad ends with him.
Ah, you haven't reached that one yet. Okay.
Yeah, I haven't collected any of the bad ends yet.
Oh, you haven't? Okay.
Yeah, I've mostly just been avoiding them for brevity's sake, but I've been doing them. I've been doing them to. I've been doing them with the friend off stream, to like have them done to like have those as extra scenes. Plus, you get the tiger stamps for them, which are always entertaining.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'm just kind of making the same choices, partially for brevity and partially to make sure we have enough toe socket points.
Yeah, thank goodness you can fast forward and skip through while making the same choices.
Yeah. And it's easy to tell which ones you made, too, because they're in green text.
Nice.
That's another nice thing. And any choices you made and any scenes you've read before are in green text.
Okay, that's good to know. Oh.
Yeah, this is the one after. This is the one then after like Rin Duff's caster, which is still the funniest thing to me.
That is hilarious. The caster's like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
Our magic might be weaker, but we got good fists.
All right, up now, since I'm pretty short on time, I'm going to have to go to the gas station and as my shut. Oh, geez.
Yeah. Yeah, he's basically just trying to get his leg to stop hurting and grabbing some drinks.
Yeah. Don't worry. Don't worry too much if you can't join, though. Okay, so...
He's gonna try. He's just running a little late.
Yeah. So... I doubt there will be much difference to it, but we're not going to try and stop them. We're not going to try and stop them from fighting this time. I have no right to stop them. It doesn't matter if he was Castor's puppet. Kuzuki didn't put a stop to what Castor was doing. Not only did he stop Castor from draining the townspeople's magical energy, he even encouraged her to do it. In that case, even if Kuzuki is not a mage, he is still without a doubt the master in this war. To a master, defeating your opponent means killing them. He was aware of this fact before getting himself involved thus far, and he chose to fight, knowing he will have to kill or be killed trying. Kuzuki is not seeking any help, nor is he admitting his defeat. The only thing that will stop this man in front of me is death. But as a master myself, how can I stop them? After a brief standoff, Kuzuki makes his move. Kuzuki's strike is just as swift and powerful. Like a viper striking at its prey, he aims between Archer's eyes and is with deadly precision. Archer dodges at the last second and swiftly pierces Suichi Kuzuki's chest. Interesting, he dodged in this one. And the other one, he just takes it.
Fucking ow. Shiro just gets beat to shit in this game.
Yeah, really. Like, even if he doesn't have Avalon active.
Yeah. Even when he doesn't have it, he's still getting his ass beat. God.
Strategize with Tosaka. I think this is where we get the not sex scene.
Ah, yes, we must share magical energy.
Oh, no. That's before the fight with Gilgamesh. This was before the fight with Archer.
Ah.
Epilogue. Huh? Wait. Did we just get the same ending?
Looks like it.
We just got the same ending, but how? I made sure I had 3 saber points. I'm sure I got I'm sure I got a saber and rim point before. And that was my 3rd saber point. So why'd I get the epilogue?
You might, you might have to start all the way from the beginning and make sure that you get everything.
1, 2, and the one we just did was 3.
Okay, but did you get enough points for the other?
I should have. It would be nice to know how much they're worth, because some of these are worth 2.
Might have to look up a guide.
Wait. This is just running through the good ending again. Yeah, this is just just the true ending again. What the hell? I do not understand. That one gives you both a saber and a rim point. I got the saber point there. I forget which ones give you 2. Okay, let's try backtracking all the way to that first point.
So you got the true end, right?
Yeah, that was the true end.
Okay, so there's a bad end, a good end, and a true end. You're going for the good end now, right?
You know what? It probably didn't count. It probably didn't count over here, and that may have given us a point short.
So, looking on Google, apparently you have to get literally as many saber points as possible. And then also get Ren points and not miss out on which ones you can get.
But according to the point, according to the flow chart I have, you need 9 rim points and you need.
Were you misreading it?
Yeah, I was misreading it. You need more than 3 saber points and less than 9 Ren points.
So you had too many Ren points.
Yeah.
Okay, that would explain it then. So you need to go back and
get every time I have the opportunity to get a saber point, I must get a saber point. And I just saved over that file, but thankfully we got this handy dandy flowchart. We need to be on the 10th day. Oh no, it's the 8th day. Which what's the date of the 8th day? Okay, the 8th day is the 7th. Okay, go back here. I'll make that save. I really shouldn't have been saving over that. We'll save in this one from now on. Okay, meat, we'll skip. Okay, I think this is just one for a bad end. So day 9. Oh no, we avoid getting a Ren point, and if we choose the other. So we'll still pick this one because I think we still need some Ren points. Because I think you get a bad end if you don't have enough Ren points. Okay, protect Osaka. Because if we don't, we die. With Scion of Nepishtim. But let's face it. If it was concerning, if it is an outro concerning Gilgamesh, an interlude concerning Gilgamesh and Shinji, like they're both like Gilgamesh is pretty much the ultimate nepo baby.
Sorry, I had stepped away for just a second.
I was just saying that that one scene that I thought was like Scion of nepotism. It was like Scion of Nepishtim, and I was like that it would, but nepotism would have worked if it was concerning Gilgamesh and Shinji, because it was like Gilgamesh is the ultimate nepo baby.
That is funny. Hello, welcome to the party.
Oh, hey, Catmun. So we almost got the ending without you, but I made a mistake, so we still got the normal ending.
Yeah, Metis simped for Ren too hard. Locked herself out.
Yeah, I thought like you needed more than 9 Ren points and more than 3 Saber points for the good ending. It's like, no, you need like less than 9 Ren points. So we needed to get every single Saber point we could. So this is day 10. Yeah, 10th day we go to the dojo. Time to get our asses beat. I guess I'll go talk to Saber. I nod. Even though I came to the dojo, my body is still numb. I can't spar with Saber, and I don't feel like talking about serious things going on right now. So I ask her about her preferences for future reference. Really, I just want to get to know her.
Quick, a cooking montage. We have to slide another one in there.
Yeah.
It's not a Fate video if there isn't at least 2 hours of cooking scenes.
And like he asks if he's worried whether she doesn't enjoy food or not. You know what the funniest shit is? Saber is a character you can unlock in Fate Extella. You want to know how you get her?
Don't you have to like get some kind of food item specifically?
Yeah, you have to keep like getting a specific food item until she like decides to show up. And then you have to fight her.
Yoink your food.
So yes, Shiro, she enjoys food. She started the whole tradition of Saber's loving food.
You know, it began with the OG.
セイバーが苦手なものを避けられるだろ。
それは誤解です、シロ。シロの用意する食事に問題などない。
In fact, I would be thankful if you prepare more.
私は満足していますし、仮に何かあまり考えられないのですが、調理の仕方がまずい時があったとしても不満などありません。
Saber completely changes and watches seriously. Well, I can tell that Saber enjoys my food, so I'm glad to hear that, but...
しかしだな。やっぱり嫌いなものを出されたら嫌だろ。せっかく作るんだから美味しく食べてもらいたいし、セイバーの弱点も知っておきたい。
Good luck finding a food Saber doesn't like.
弱点などそんなものを知ってどうするというのです、シロは。
そりゃ参考資料として覚えておく。セイバーがアレルギー持ってるとは思えないけど、一応聞いておくに越したことはないからな。
どうにも合点がいかぬのですが、私が答えることで今後の食事がさらに向上したりするのでしょうか。
するよ。好き嫌いがはっきり分かれば献立も立てやすくなるし、今よりいくらか上手くなると思うけど。
協力します、マスター。どうぞ遠慮なく質問してください。
Just how quickly she jumped on that and made that pose while doing it. Saber sets up straight politely. I feel like she's pumped up like she's about to start a match.
さあ、お願いします、シロ。心の準備はできました。
She urges me on. This is an unexpected turn of events, but I also sat up straight.
じゃあ初めは大雑把に。そういえば甘いものは苦手か？
問題ありません。どちらかというと好きな部類です。
そっか。なら反対に辛いものは苦手？
そちらも問題ありません。運動した後の刺激はありがたい。
Well, we know she's probably not neurodivergent then, because, like, I can't stand spicy food personally.
I'm deeply neurodivergent, and spicy food is like the love of my life. My wife is secondary to spicy food.
I mean, fair. In my case, my neurodivergency just gives me a particularly sensitive sense of taste. And that's why like, with a few exceptions, I can't handle spicy food.
Oh, absolutely. It's different for everyone, and it does generally paint your preferences. For me, it's more of a texture
issues
thing.
with texture.
Yeah, texture is my deal too. Like, specific kinds of textures, just, I can't do it.
Yeah, I know.
I don't care if it's edible or even commonly ate. If it feels a certain way, I can't eat it.
I know exactly what you mean. Like, I can't stand avocado. Because, like, not because of its taste, it doesn't have a particularly nasty taste or anything, but the texture of it is just kind of unpleasant to me.
Yeah, that's the thing. Something can taste perfectly fine, but because it feels wrong, you don't like it anyway.
Yeah.
If I come across a crunch inside of something soft or a chewy, tough thing inside of something that's harder, I'm instantly like, I don't have an appetite anymore.
I'm not quite that bad, but I avoid food with textures that I don't like too.
いけます。菜食主義というわけではありませんが、みずみずしい野菜は食事に欠かせない。
Holy hell, is she not a vegetarian?
じゃあ 反対に肉類はどうだ？鶏、豚、牛と苦手なのがあったら言ってくれ。あと調理方法も好きなのがあったらどうぞ。
Saber is just that Mr. Incredible meme that's like, food is food!
Yeah. I mean, and she's medieval royalty, and like those, and medieval royalty just tended to like pig out.
そのような贅沢は言いません。肉料理は食事の花だ。
You can tell she's passionate about food. She just likes all of it.
Yeah.
Like, I understand
crap.
Saber's perspective.
I accidentally skipped a bit.
Doesn't look like it. It's not showing up in there.
Hmm. 甘からどっちも OK。
いけます。菜食主義という。
じゃあ反対に肉類はどうだ？
そのような贅沢は言いません。肉料理は食事の花だ。シローが調理してくれたものは全て驚くほど美味しかったので、今後も自由に作ってほしい。
And especially funny, you know what her ending is in Fate Extella. Actually, I shouldn't get to that. I shouldn't get to that. I still intend to stream Fate Extella, but
I actually also need to actually finish playing through Extella, so...
Oh, I've actually been through Extella before. I have it on PS4, or on Vita, and on PC.
I have it on Steam, but I never did finish all of the routes. I think I got through to the second run of Nero, and then I kind of fell off after that, because I was still mad about Tamamo.
Which is fair. Like, again, don't get me wrong. I love Nero. I like Nero. She's a fun character, but boy, did they screw Tamamo over.
Which is
like, yes, openly tell us that Best Girl's timeline is doomed to be pruned.
Which is also
very
especially
cool
ironic when, you know, Best Girl's timeline was also presumably supposed to be the canon timeline.
Yeah, exactly.
So, like, by canon, none of this should exist. It's all doomed. You said so yourself. Literally. Shaking my head.
But they had to make the Saber face the main servant.
They have to. And, like, you know, I will say, admittedly, though, as we do kind of have a painted perception of Tamamo, because she is obsessed with becoming the wife of her master, but anyone else can pretty much go to hell and she doesn't particularly care. So, like, we would all be fucked, really. She'd be like, why are you talking to me? You're distracting me from master.
It would be a death worth dying. Yes, I am also a Tamamo simp.
I too am a Tamamo simp, so I can't say much. I'm just amused by the understanding that it brings with it.
そうなんだ。ちょっと本題からはそれるけど、セイバーのいたところの料理ってどんなんだったんだ？
Hey, what's with the face? Why did you Why did you have to think it over?
ああ、いや、じゃあそのうまいまずいの感想とかならどうかな。
It was slop.
Oh my god.
If Saber is saying that, you know it's bad. She's muttering. An opinion full of hatred. It's so unlike Saber to be so openly negative. With it comes what feels like a flood of dissatisfaction with the incompetence of an individual and the self-hatred of not being able to correct them.
そのごめん。とにかく話を戻そう。最後のカテゴライズとして魚介類はどうだ？魚料理は結構出してたけど、貝類はまだ食べてないよな、セイバー。
そうですね。私もあまり口にしたことはありませんが、海産物は体にいい。食すまでの手間を考慮しないのなら、好きな食べ物に入るでしょう。
Okay. She likes both sweet and spicy and is fine with vegetables, meat, and fish.
聞き方が悪かった。セイバー、どうしてもダメな食べ物ってある？
That would be the shorter list, yes.
Yeah, right? What do you like? Everything. What do you not like?
私に嫌いなものなどありません。
Well, I don't want to say this after asking so much, but I'm starting to feel like these questions were meaningless. I mean, not necessarily. You now know.
And she'll be happy with anything you cook.
なんだ。つまり、セイバーは何でも食べるってこと？
はい。美味しいものなら分け隔てなくいただきます。
In other words, if you make slop,
bullshit.
prepare to lose your balls. I forgot to tell you guys, like during the fate route, when I was going through that, it's like I kind of, as a joke, made Foulmouth Saber and Freeloader Rin.
Koto 食事に関して私に弱点はないのです。
Saber puffs a little with pride. So then, I was able to learn one thing from these questions, at least. That, well, if I get lazy and I put less effort into making meals, I'm not sure how Saber will react. Now, I need to get myself together and go talk about serious stuff with Tosaka.
Do you think you'll be set now, or do you still need to redo some scenes?
I think, to be safe, we'll try and get every Saber point available.
Okay, fair enough. I also like that even though this is supposed to be Tosaka's route, like, the good ending is sticking to Saber.
Yeah. Though let's face it, Rin does kind of have. Rin does show she has the hots for Saber occasionally.
Every now and then, you know. I mean, to be fair, who doesn't have the hots for Saber? So.
Okay, so this is day 11. Why does it keep? Speaking of which, I should actually close my email.
That would be wise.
While I'm
yeah,
at it, I should actually plug in my phone.
Yeah, if I remember, there was even, like, an aggressively homoerotic scene of Castor and Saber when she ducked her.
They didn't actually change that, by the way. I think they changed how it's worded, but not the actual scene itself.
Wow.
No one in the series is
They're
straight.
just friends, really.
No one in this series is straight. Absolutely fucking no one.
Remember, kids, everyone in fiction is bi, unless stated otherwise.
Okay, this one doesn't give us any points, so we'll just like go ahead. Okay, this one is for a bad ending, and so we skip it. Okay, I don't think this. No, I believe that I believe this is also for a bad ending.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. Just judging by what the choice is and knowing what I know.
Oh yeah, no. Like if we have less than 3 rim points, we automatically get a bad ending no matter what we do.
Oh wow.
This is Fate Stay Night going fuck you in particular. So yeah, if we go to the church, it's a bad ending. So meet up with Rin. Like we don't know that by now from the Fate route. I think this is also a bad ending. Yeah. If we choose the other one, it's a bad ending. Why do you keep closing? Yeah, this also this also just like determines whether or not you get an extra scene, so we can just skip that. Okay. Day 12. It's just for an extra scene. I don't know about you guys, but I actually grew to like Medea.
Oh yeah, no, I really like Medea as well. It was like what she does in Fate Stay Night is really fucked up, but overall, like she's a really sympathetic character, honestly.
Yeah. Okay. I think if we restrain ourselves, it's going to just lead it's just going to lead to a roundabout way to getting a bad ending. Yeah. If you restrain yourself again, it just automatically leads to a bad ending.
Which, you know, to be fair, it's like the opposite of what Shiro would do, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
That's like one thing that I really liked about Fate Stay Night. Just the fact that if you do what you think that Shiro would do, you're generally going to be good to go.
Yeah.
And that's also, I think, why a lot of people didn't really care for the Heaven's Feel route. I'm not going to say a whole lot on there, except that what I did experience of it was not quite as obvious. So, I don't know. It's a very mixed feelings on it. I also wonder how the hell they brought that route to Steam, honestly. Like, what the fuck did y'all do to it? It is...
Okay, so... blatantly... What day is it? Just does not say.
Fun.
No, it's practically at the end of the day. We're going to pick the same option because that gives us the rim point. A lot of skipping. Okay, and I believe this is where we get our. This is where we can get our last saber point. Yeah. Go to the dojo and check on Saber. Let's go talk to Saber. Even if we defeat Gilgamesh, Saber will be gone once this fight is over. Saber will destroy the Holy Grail with her own hands and release herself from her duty as a servant. When that moment comes, I won't be able to see her anymore. This will be our last conversation. Before we head into our last battle, I want to make sure we've left something tangible behind for the two of us.
シロ、どうしたのです？こんなところに。
いや、どうしたって、なんとなくセイバーの顔が見たくて。あ、もしかして迷惑だったか。戦いに備えて精神集中してたとか。
いえ、そのようなことはないのです。私もちょうどシロの顔が見たかったので嬉しいのですが、シロはリンの部屋に行ったものと思いまして。
なんで俺が遠坂の部屋に行くんだ？別に呼ばれてないぞ、こ
れ。Just the time-old tradition of Shiro being absolutely fucking dense.
そうですね。私が勝手に思い込んでいただけですから気にしないでください。ただその方がいいと思ったのですが、こういうのも老婆心というのでしょうか。
Saber is acting even more weird. Not sure why, but I feel like her face will get infinitely redder if I leave her to be, so I decide to ask.
どうしたんだよ、セイバー。なんかおかしいぞ、お前。なんかあったのか？
おかしいところなどありません。私はただ戦いに備えて英気を養っているだけです。そういうシロこそどうしたのです？夜明けまで仮眠を取り、万全の状態で竜道寺に向かうのではないのですか
？When she puts it like that, it's really hard to say directly to her face that I just wanted to spend time with her. If I can't say that...
俺も眠れなくてさ。どうせ起きてるなら、セイバーとお茶でも飲もうかなって。ほら、遠坂のやつはなんか忙しそうだから。
I didn't really think too much and just told her how I felt.
お茶ですか？あと数時間もしないうちにあの英雄王に挑むというのに。
Yeah, tea! You're British, right? You're all about tea?
ああ、どうせお互い緊張して休めないんだろ。
That's actually kind of funny, of a funny thing, though. Saber, for all intents and purposes, is British, but she's one of the few servants who actually doesn't drink.
I didn't even think about that.
なら付き合えよ、セイバー。とびっきりのお茶をごちそうするから。
Well, I'm sure. I think maybe she does drink, but I don't think she'll. I don't think she she indulges in alcohol.
We're not dealing with the demo man here.
I'll be glad. But then we must strike the iron while it's hot. I head back to the kitchen and brew a pot of Chinese tea that I brought just for this occasion, thinking I'll treat Saber to it. You fool! You should have gone with Earl Grey. Then In the end, we enjoyed the tea together and nothing else happened. We didn't strike up a conversation, not even in a short conversation not even a short exchange of phrases. We simply sat there and stared at the dojo. It was a short few days, but we've exchanged quality time here. I think this is while staring at the wooden. I think this while staring at the wooden floor.
シロ、そろそろリンのところに。彼女のことですから、新しい考えがまとまっているでしょう。
Oh, I missed this thing from Catmun over here. As a Thomas Simp, you're consigning yourself to one of two realities. Either you're the center of her world to a suspect degree, or you're okay with knowing she'll openly needle and mock you for thinking you had a chance.
Yup. That's being a Tamamo fan in the nutshell. Now,
and I have one
like Tamamo Cat specifically.
And I have one simple response to that. Worth it. I stand up and leave the dojo.
ではシロ、後ほど。
ああ、ご機嫌斜めなセイバーのマスターの様子を見てくれ。
God damn, Shiro.
What did he say? I actually missed it.
Let me check up on that angry master of yours. I leave the dojo as Saber says goodbye to me. In the end, that was our last time spent together. Nothing tangible was left behind and between us. There were neither promises nor warmth that would sear into my memory. I couldn't create a single sign. I couldn't create a single sign to remind me that Saber was indeed here. But I have a feeling that perhaps that's for the best. Whatever is left behind will eventually end up being a fading memory. That's why I'll make sure I keep the memories of the simple times we've spent together close to my heart.
Oi, Tosaka, 起きてるか?
A knock on her door.
起きてるわよ。そっちこそ寝なくていいの？さっきまで道場でセイバーと仲良く話してたみたいだけど。
Oh, she's jealous.
なんだ、見てたのか、Tosaka。そうか。客間から道場は丸見えだもんな。それなら遠坂も来ればよかったのに。どうせ起きてるなら3人でお茶にした方がよかっただろ。
He's just so
Shiro,
dense.
You're fucking oblivious as hell.
He is every shoujo pro tag, I swear.
まあいいけど。すごく良くないけど。とりあえず上がんなさいよ。ちょうどあんたのところに行こうと思ってたところだから。
She seems kind of irritated at something.
わかった。お邪魔する。
So wondering what she's thinking, I enter the room and slowly close the door behind me.
余裕あるじゃない。セイバーと何してたのよ、あんた。
Whoa. She glares at me as soon as we see each other.
何言って、お茶飲んでただけだ。これから戦いがあるっていうのに、稽古なんかするわけないだろ。余分な体力使えないんだから。
余分な体力って。そうよね。余分な体力なんて使えないわよね。
Rin, what were you thinking about?
Oh, you know.
Huh? Why'd you get all quiet all of a sudden?
もしかして今すごく不機嫌か
I already know that what she's going to say, but it doesn't hurt to ask. What do you think? She'd obviously yell at me. But I really am curious, so I end up asking her anyway. However,
all I can think.
別にそういうわけじゃないわ。
All I can think is Tosaka just like grabbing his hands and then like guiding them around her neck. It's like, you know what to do, Shiro.
oh my god.
Do it, you idiot.
Well, now she's making me even more confused.
お前熱でもあるのか。
ないわよ。もういいから座って。
Then suddenly putting the two foreheads together, making her blush. Are you sure you're really red? That whole trope.
これからギルガメッシュ対策を何にも思いつかないあなたのためにやってあげるんだから。
Tosaka drags me inside the room and locks the door, and slowly moves back into the room. Anyway, I start to move towards the center of the room. Facing towards Tosaka, I sit down and across from her. All of a sudden, that Simpsons meme popped into my head. You know, the one with the kid sitting in the back of the bus and is like, hee hee, I'm in danger.
Oh. Precious, precious Ralph.
Yeah. Funny enough, I wasn't that attached to Rin when I played through this game the first time, but I started to kind of get into her, partially due to Extra, and partially due to the Rin faces of FGO.
I've always been extremely picky about tsundere characters, and that extends to Rin. I don't like her.
I mean, fair enough. Fair enough. Like, I like her well enough as a character. Is she my wife?
Oh, yeah.
Is she my waifu? No. I made it very clear which fate girls I stand.
Yeah. Gee, I have a couple of wild guesses, but I don't know how accurate they might be. But yeah, no, I do appreciate her as a character. Absolutely, she is like a good character. She's just definitely not waifu material in my book.
Mm-hmm. And somehow we're both not saying a word. This feels awkward.
ギルガメッシュのことなんだが。
わかってるわよ。セイバーと戦わせたくないって言うんでしょ。セイバーには優しいのよね、ヘミヤ君は。
な、そういう話じゃないだろう。単にセイバーじゃあいつとは相性が悪いから配置換えをするべきだって話だ。足止め役のセイバーが倒されたら次に狙われるのは遠坂なんだから。
じゃあ配置換えって言うけどどうするつもりよ。私はパスよ。あの金ピカ金に焼かせて大魔術の武装をまとってるし、私じゃセイバー以上に相性が悪いわ。それはあなただって同じでしょ。
Shiro secretly the best to match against him.
She's right. But I just can't forget those eyes. What Archer's Gate was trying to tell me. That golden servant. Only Shiro and Mia can go up against Gilgamesh. And now we go into the not sex scene.
We're totally just transferring magical energy, I swear.
Well, what they replaced it with was she actually transfers some of her magic crest onto you. So you're able, so you kind of like make a sort of servant-like bond with her. So she gives you enough mana to be able to do unlimited blade works.
That makes no sense. That makes no fucking sense.
It's basically just to give you it's basically
reality marble.
Yeah, it's basically to give you enough mana to do your reality marvel. Because like those things like eat up mana.
Yeah, that was like part of the deal with him activating his own magic circuits, though. That's like a whole plot of Unlimited Blade Works route is that he eventually, during the final confrontation, finally learns how to access all of his magic circuits. And then that's how he actually manages to activate his reality marble, which is what causes the whole fucking beatdown against Gilgamesh.
Yeah, I think in this case, I think they did it when we were going through the fight. Is he kind of like used up a majority of Rin's mana fighting him, but he still managed to use his reality marble anyway. It's a rapid stream of light that emanates that eliminates everything. She looks for his figure in the midst of that, the red cloak. The figure of the other knight that she first made contact with, who fulfilled his duty in the end. Epilogue. Now we should have the good end. Yep, there it is. White text. We've never seen this before.
Hell yeah.
The morning is near. My eyes are still closed and I'm still only half awake, but I sense that the night has ended. The only thing left is this comfortable listlessness. My hands are so tired that they can't grip a sword, and my body doesn't have an ounce of magical energy left. To be honest, I'm burned out. But it's not a regretful end. I have a feeling of accomplishment, as I have done everything that I can do. I'm only burned out now. My rested body is starting to return to its regular pulse and is ready to welcome another morning. My mind starts to become clear. My once gray mind sways drowsily. I should wake up in that moment. Right before that, I recall him for the last time. His fluttering cloak is no more. That man left, along with the ever-burning sky. He did not turn back nor explain anything. He just leaves behind his back. He just leaves behind his back that he is not ashamed of. That just sounded a bit weird to me. I followed that path with my eyes. One end, I reached my hand out to the man that went after the same ideal and path. As I have beaten him, I will not run away. I grip my empty fist tightly, as if to tell him that I'll reach him someday. I wake up with the morning sunlight. My body feels slightly heavy and is covered in wounds. I look around the room blankly and look at the clock. It's 10 a.m. and the date is February 16th. I'm surprised, but my mind is objectively calm. After the battle at Ryodo Temple, I must have been carried here after I passed out and slept the whole day. Pretty much Ren is slapping you with an overpowered battery to give you the means to activate those circuits in the first place. Yeah, that's kind of how they painted it. I must have been carried here after I passed out and slept the whole day.
静かだな。遠坂はもう帰ったよな。おい、セイバー、起きて。
I stop before I finish. There's no way she's awake. No, first of all, there's no way she's here. The Holy Grail doesn't exist anymore. The thing that can keep servants in this world is now gone. Therefore, that blonde girl is no longer in this world anymore.
そうだった。
I cover both of my eyes with my hands and look up at the ceiling, as if to endure something. The room is dead silent. The winter morning is cold, and the air that I breathe in tightens my lungs. The time seemed both long and short. The events that happened within these 2 weeks, and the traces she left this room passes, and the traces she left in this room pass by me.
伝えたいことはその後で。
Her saying that and running off was the last I saw of her. Her retreating figure. We knew that we would not meet again, touch each other again, or return with the 3 of us again. Knowing there was nothing that could be done, we didn't exchange words of farewell.
腹減ったな。
I stand up. The joints of my body hurt when I move, and I realize that that fight wasn't a dream. Oh, so that's why I'm a pincushion of swords. Oof, it's cold. The hallway is freezing. The hallway creaks as I quickly make my way towards the living room. Yes, creaks. I swear I can read.
さてと。
I get to the kitchen and put my apron on. I put the frying pan over the fire, cut 2 slices of bread, and take out some eggs that are about to expire. I roast the bread and I toast the bread and crack open the eggs on the pan. Roast the bread. What the fuck am I reading? I hear the sweet sound of oil popping, and I prepare some plates and make 2 nice sunny side up eggs.
よし、会心の出来。
I put the eggs on some white plates and put the toast on in the basket. I turn to the living room from the kitchen and I realize there's no one else in the living room. I take a deep sigh. The girl that was waiting for breakfast in the living room every morning isn't here anymore. Reality finally hits me. The war has ended. The battle over the Holy Grail has come to an end. How dumb of me to finally realize that now, by experiencing a morning without her.
分量間違えちまった。
I put the frying pan down. My appetite is gone, even though I was hungry. I take my apron off and go past the living room. It's nice outside. I felt like seeing the dojo where I first talked to her. So I leaned behind the breakfast that I made too much of. I step inside the empty dojo. The faint sunlight illuminates the wooden floor. There, and then just like typical anime thing, oh hi Saber, just like walks past, takes a minute for it to click. Like, wait a minute. An unmistakable figure sits there in a dignified manner. My eyes widen. Did I time travel back 2 weeks ago or something?
シロ、目を覚ましたのですか？もう大事はないようですね。傷そのものは浅いものでしたから、そろそろ目が覚める頃だと思っていました。シロ、どうしたのです？先ほどから口を開けて。
Just like Shiro pulling off that old cartoon gag of the jaw literally being on the floor.
まさかどこか私たちにはわからない傷を負っているのですか？
いや、そういったわけじゃないけど。
My confusion is dealing more damage than a fatal wound, and it's taking me a lot of time to recover.
セイバー。
はい。何でしょう、シロ。
そのセイバーだよな、セイバー。
No, I am a meat popsicle. Goddamn, I'm old.
見ての通りですが、それとも私がアーチャーやランサーに見えるのですか？あなたは。
You guys there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Just like
Oh,
you
you
hadn't said
know.
anything, so.
Yeah, I've just been watching.
まさか見えない。全然全く見えない。
In a way, it's funny that she mentioned those two classes specifically because she does have an Archer and Lancer variant. I shake my
I
head.
think. I think that the Archer was only like a summer variant thing. But
Yeah, the
still,
Archer is a
it's
summer
amusing.
variant. She like stick and to do the noble phantasm. She sticks like she sticks Excalibur in a friggin' in his friggin' squirt gun, which is just such a funny imagery to me.
It is very amusing.
I shake my head.
ええ、当然です。シロも傷だらけですが、今まで通りのシロです。
Still a fucking moron. That finally calms my panic mind down. Well, it's more like my train of thought stopped as I was admiring Saber.
セイバー。本当にセイバーなんだな。
ですからそうだと言っているでしょう。もしや目の調子がおかしいのですか、シロ。
No, but there's something wrong with his brain. Just as he can be a little slow on the uptake. Saber reaches out to me. She feels for my eyelids, and she definitely seems real. Her pale fingers gently touch my eyelids and pull away. There is no doubt about it now. Saber is Saber. She's still here as always. Excuse me. She's still here as always, even though the Holy Grail is gone. I sigh. I let out the air in my chest and...
おはよう、セイバー。また会えてよかった。
I tell her the first thing that pops into my head.
おはよう、シロ。私もこうしてシロと挨拶ができて嬉しい。
She smiles radiantly. She shows no worry that she will disappear soon.
なあ、けどセイバー、どうやってここに残っているんだ？その聖杯はもうないんだろう？なら。
I stop myself from saying servants can't stay in this world.
セイバー？
シロ、その件でしたらリンに聞いてください。先ほどから今か今かとあなたが気づくのを待っているのですから。
I can imagine her angry, pouting face already.
Yeah, just look to the side, see angry Rin. Then suddenly, then the Dark Souls, you died. Hearing this, I turn around.
あーなんて随分な反応ね。セイバーにはアイス振りまいといて、私にはあーなんだ。
遠坂、お前いたのか。
Shiro, you're digging yourself a grave.
いたわよ。あれからこっちあんたが目を覚まさないからずっと陣取ってたわよ。
She glares at me as if to ask, is there a problem?
陣取ってたってうちにか。
そうよ。傷の手当てもあったし、藤村先生とさくらを言い含めないといけないじゃない。白を一人放っておいて帰れるわけないでしょ。
ああ、そうか。そうだよな。悪い遠坂。また迷惑かけちまった。
いいわよ、お礼なんて。迷惑なんかじゃないし。一番の大金星はシローなんだし、いいから報酬として受け取っときなさい。今日ぐらいは多めに見てあげるから。
She says, looking away. That was so like her that it makes me relieved. Just like Saber and I were safe, Tosaka also got through the war safe.
そうか。ご苦労様、遠坂。いろいろあったけど、こうして戻ってきたな、俺たち。
I extend my hand to express my gratitude and accomplishment. Just like, put her there, pal. And then she just like duffs him with like a bat or something.
まあそうね。一人も欠けてないし、文句なしに完全勝利だし、おめでとうっていうのがふさわしい締め言葉よね。
She shakes my hand, smiling. Tosaka's hand and Tosaka's hand that I felt is soft, and it troubles me as it reminds me of that night. You mean the night with the not sex? This is what I mean, where like this add some extra hilarity to it. They removed the sex scenes, replaced them with more appropriate scenes, but they kind of neglected to rework the writing around it, so they still act like they had sex.
Yes.
But even while blushing, we confirm each other's existence in each other's hands.
それはいいんだけど、遠坂。お前、セイバーをどうしたんだよ。
どうしたって、どうもしてないけど。単に契約を続行して、私の使い魔をやってもらってるんじゃない。セイバーは最強の使い魔なんだから、そう簡単に手放すわけないでしょ。
It's just that easy. Like, I don't know if this is if it's exactly if Samurai Remnant is exactly where they brought it up, but it's like there is a thing where like where servants can materialize and essentially live a second life.
Yeah, there's like countless ways that a servant can stay manifested in the world.
Oh yeah, I think actually like Astolfo and Apocrypha materialized.
The fun thing about Fate is that rules are established so that nobody can follow them.
Yeah, like
you haven't broken every rule in the universe at least once. You're not doing it right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Pledge said at one point where like Draco first appeared on JP. Like Nasu does not like to be told what to do. So Nazu was like, just fuck it, we can summon beasts now, even though we previously established that that can't happen.
Fuck the rules. I make them.
It's my story. I can rewrite the rules midway if I wanna.
Yep.
And I don't even have to justify it either. Fuck you.
I have a precedent of just breaking things.
Remember,
None of y'all cared before, so why stop now?
Tosaka casually replies, but it's not that simple.
前な、セイバーは聖杯と引き換えにサーバントになったんだぞ。その報酬がなくなったんだから、もう自由になっていいはずだ。
だってさ、セイバー。シロはセイバーにさっさと帰れって言ってるけど。
Yep, she's gone back into Rim mode. She's become the gremlin.
Oh yes, back to goblinry.
違う、そんなわけないだろう。
The saber pouty face.
Shiro, why?
俺が言いたいのは、セイバーを使い魔にしておくなんてもう意味がないって。
あるわよ。聖杯がないんだから、セイバーは魔術師と契約してないとこの世にとどまれない。そのためには使い魔になってもらうのが一番の方法でしょ。だいたい私だって魔力の大部分をセイバーに分けるんだから、その分の働きはしてもらわないと。魔術の基本は10日交換なんだから。それとも何？シローはセイバーが残ってくれて嬉しくないのかな？
And you know that because of the prerequisites.
Sorry?
And you know that because of the prerequisites, in order to even have this ending, Ren only kept Saber around because she knows that Shiro likes her.
Yeah.
Like, now she's taking full advantage.
それに聖杯がないのにセイバーをとどめておくなんてできるのか?
Yes, that's the biggest problem. It's beyond human capabilities to make a heroic spirit into a familiar. Even if Tosaka is a genius mage, it's not possible to support Saber. So there's only one way. Familiars that cannot be supported with magical energy from their contractor have to get magical energy from elsewhere. She'd have to become a vengeful spirit like Ryder, and survive by eating the souls of people in town. I will thank you not to slander Ryder, you little bitch.
Something I just realized, another odd thing is that if I recall correctly, I think this was revealed in the Fate route, so if not, I'm really sorry. I hope it's not a spoiler. But I recall that Altria is a very unique servant in that she is not actually dead. Literally, the deal is that the Holy Grail actually transported her herself into the Grail Wars.
Yeah, they did reveal that in the Fate route, so you're not spoiling anything.
Okay, good. I was a little worried about that. So that kind of makes it a little odd to me thinking about that, because that was like a whole plot point of why she couldn't like dematerialize like other servants. So it's weird that she even needs a mage to be able to keep her here, thinking of that, because she's still a living being.
I think the kind of idea they're going with is she's kind of like a demi-servant. She's like not fully a spirit, but not fully like dead either, because like she's at the moment where because like she's left at the moment where she dies in her time.
Okay, so yeah, that makes sense enough, I suppose.
そんな暗い顔で何考えてるか知らないけど、話は最後まで聞きなさい。いい？確かに私一人でセイバーを維持するのは難しいわ。けど、 こっちにはもう一人魔術師がいるじゃない。二人で協力すればなんとかセイバーをつなぎ止めることができるはずよ。
And then, like in the original text for this, I believe she's like heavily suggesting that you're going to need to have sex with her and Saber every day, or something like that.
Look here, boy. I did this for you. You're gonna have to earn it now.
二人ってもしかして俺のことか？
当たり前でしょ。あなた以外誰がいるっていうのよ。
いや、頼りにされるのは嬉しいんだが、協力しろって言われても困る。使い魔との契約なんて知らないし、そんな器用なことできないぞ、俺。
Rin should really just make the cat face at him now.
もちろん、そんなのは承知の上よ。セイバーへの魔力提供は私一人でやるから、シローは私のフォローをしてくれればいいの。セイバーほどじゃないけど、私も何かと不自由になっちゃうから。
I don't know what she's angry about, but Tosaki explained things while turning away from me. Putting her attitude aside,
フォローってどんな？
I addressed the biggest question I have.
そりゃいろいろよ。いちいち口にすることでもないでしょ。
There it is! There it is! You see what I mean?
Yeah. God. They really did just slap a band-aid over the sex scenes.
めんどくさがらずちゃんと説明してくれ。
Rin just like screaming internally. Are you fucking serious right now, Shiro?
The question is he being gullible or is he fucking with her?
The funny part is it could genuinely be either, because he is gullible enough that if he did know, he could absolutely be faking it, and Rin would not know the difference.
Yes! Yes! Yes, he has actually, and we do know that she has actually fucked with her in the past over the course of these stories.
だからいろいろなの。もうそれぐらい察しろバカ。
What the fuck do you think I mean? We've done it before, you dumbass.
They got like friggin' fucking Stolas from Hell of a Boss. It's like, we're gonna beep and I'm gonna put beep in your beep.
Yeah, God. Jesus Christ. Shiro just sets the phone down and backs away.
Damn, my ears are ringing. What's up with Tosaki yelling like that all of a sudden?
Gee, I wonder why.
セイバーは警戒させられるってことよ。エミヤ君はセイバーがいてくれた方がいいんでしょ。ならそれで文句はないじゃない。
Well, if Saber can stay, then that's more than I can ask for. But that's only if Saber consents to it. It's wrong to keep Saber in this world if she has no business here anymore.
シロ、私が残ることに何か反対があるのですか?
I feel like I have to say yes. Wait, wrong wording. I feel like I have to say no. Saber must have sensed my doubt, and she quietly asks, I have no objections. I don't want to object, but this is something I have to ask.
もうこの町に聖杯はない。ここにいてもお前の望みが叶うことはないんだ。セイバーはそれでいいのか?
はい。私は私の意志でこの時代にとどまります。私は最後まであなたを見届けたい。彼は私が間違えていると言った。その答えをいつかあなたが私に教えてください。
Her voice is calm, but I feel a strong will from it. It's the same as that night. It's the same pure voice that told me that our contract when I first met her.
はい。あなたには迷惑でしょうが、どうか許してほしい。その代償として、私は変わらずあなたの力になりましょう。
Oh dear. Ren's clearly getting pissed now.
Like, alright, you two. You're supposed to be my man, damn it.
I stare back at her. I don't know if I can meet her expectations. But I'm sure I won't stray from my path if he watches over me, no matter what awaits me in the future.
はいはい、そこまで。見つめ合うのは結構だけど、いつまでもそんなんじゃ話が進まないでしょ。
遠坂、なんだよいきなり大声出しやがって。びっくりしたじゃないか。
そっちがいつまでものろけてるからでしょ。いい？話を戻すわよ。セイバーは私と契約して、シローは私に協力する。事後承諾になるけど、今後の体制はそういうことで構わないわね。
I like how awkward Saber looks.
Yes.
It's like, huh. Even Saber respects the Rin rage.
ああ、セイバーが承諾してるなら文句はない。けど、遠坂に協力するって結局何なんだ？さっきの話じゃ全然わからないし、いまいち何が納得できないんだ。
Rin is gonna have a fucking stroke, I swear.
It actually brings to mind some memes and around the time when Fate was getting popular. Like there's one where like Rin is being like and showing Shiro a blackboard with like mana transfer for idiots. It's and like it goes like the whole thing of describing sex, the question mark profit thing, and then like Shiro's doing the double finger gun and looking like an idiot, going, "You lost me."
God.
I asked, hoping that Saber would agree.
そうですね。シローの立場からすれば、内容のわからない約束は不安でしょう。リン、いろいろフォローするとはどういうことなのですか？
Oh dear, Saber is
indirectly have Saber double teamer.
She is trying so hard to defuse the situation. Saber questions and Rin retreats as if defeated.
Retreat.
Okay, this line makes me think he's fucking with her.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah, most likely.
Shiro, what do you mean by collaborate? Why won't you actually tell me what you mean?
Even
What's with that face? Why do you look so embarrassed, Rin? Rin, increasingly red and angry, turns into a fucking Oni.
I mean, she is also known as the Red Devil.
Yeah.
Even Tosaka would have to give up if a third party gives an objective opinion.
ほら、セイバーもこう言ってるし、具体的な内容だな。
I miss her as my chance of victory. However,
That's delightful.
ごちゃごちゃ言わない。
He just wants to hear her say, I want you to fuck me, Shiro.
使い魔同士、だってマスターの言うこと聞くのが筋ってもんでしょ?
also, set him right here. Ring goes both ways. Can't get any more clear than that. Familiars should enter masses without talking back. Tosaka is displaying her outrageous dictatorship.
ちょっと待て。俺、遠坂のものじゃないぞ。
何よ、シロ、私と契約したじゃない。私から魔力を引っ張った時点で使い魔みたいなもんなんだから、これぐらい無茶言ってもいいんだから。
That might be new techs referring to the replacement scene. They probably kept all the rest. They probably kept all the rest as part of the joke.
Maybe.
I recall that night being pressured with a threatening attitude and freeze up, and I can tell that that Tosaka herself.
She's bringing out the big guns. She has to fight back any way she can.
Is also regretting it, and I strangely kind of feel bad.
そりゃ遠坂の魔力を借りてなんとかなったし、遠坂と契約したのは事実だから、そういう見方もあると思うけど。
あると思うじゃなくて事実そうなの。とにかく話はそういうことよ。私たちの協力関係はまだ続行中なの。
So you're marrying me, and that's that. What?
ついでに言っとくと、協力者が未熟のままっていうのもあれだから、シローには少しでも早く一人前になってもらうわ。
Alright, dumbass, it's time for you to go to college.
Oh no.
魔術は私が教えて、戦闘技術はセイバーが鍛えるからね。今日からビシバシ行くから覚悟なさい。
So, in other words, Saber's not Saber. Shiro's not going to have a single day where he's not in pain.
He did make a deal with the Red Devil.
I'm taken aback by the sudden proposal. That's dependable, but that means,
遠坂、俺の魔術の師匠になってくれるのか。
仕方ないでしょ。他に適任者がいないんだから。それに、シローは私のなんだから、他のやつになんて任せられないわ。
I certainly can't let her have you. And just like off screen, just like slowly a transparent image of Luvia comes up and then just quickly backs away. Though I don't think Luvia was a thing yet. I think we only kind of like get to see her sort of in Hollow Ataraxia. That's unfair. She's going to make me blush if she said that with a flushed face. We're both blushing and becoming stiff, unsure what to say. I need more training. I can't speak because I'm too conscious of her. And right before Tosaka is about to go on a rampage from too much tension.
リン、話がまとまったところで、そろそろ朝食にしませんか?
Ah, yes, Shiro's greatest talent.
And it just so happens that we made too much. Saber comes to the rescue.
See, that's her combat instincts kicking in.
Yeah. Tosaka is acting awkward.
起きてすぐに飯の準備をしたけど、食わずにこっちに来たからまだ食べてない。
I also answer awkwardly.
何？じゃあご飯作ってあるの？
作ってある。トースト2人分。
本当？なんだ、気が利くじゃない、シロ。
And Saber's like, great. What are you guys gonna have?
善は急げ。早速 今に行きましょう、セイバー。
I don't know where that previous awkwardness went, but as Tosaka pulls Saber's hand and leaves the dojo, I watch them leave for 10 seconds, dumbfounded. Once more, no one in this series is straight. She calls back to me, still pulling Saber's hand. Tosaka, who fled from the dojo, is stopping in the yard and waving to me. I've been pulled around plenty already, but I'm sure that that will continue from now on. As long as I'm with her, this is just an everyday thing. You can't keep up with Tosaka unless you're prepared enough. But well, to put it her way, it can't be helped. No, 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 Shiro, that's Nobunaga's saying. She was able to make it this far since she's like that, and it's exactly the girl I fell in love with. Even while saying so, she's standing there and waiting for me. She's always grumpy and cool-headed, but she is really good-natured deep down. I leave the dojo and follow after the two. Tosaka is there and Saber's is there. Tosaka's not one to stay put, and Saber has a competitive spirit, so I'm sure they'll go anywhere. It's obvious that these hectic days, which would even tire my old man, will continue as long as the three of us are together. There was a determined future, and a future that I'm walking towards. Even if the day comes here, I am able. Even if the day comes where I'm able to reach the place where he stood, it's possible that there's a different future that awaits me. If there will be. It's possible that there's a different future that awaits me if there will be bright days like this. The sun has risen already. For the things I can't change by myself, if it's the two of us, I think we can change them a little bit. I have just started walking down the path. At my own pace, I'll walk on with my reliable partner. That should be partners, but whatever. And that is the good ending. We end up in a throuple with Rin and Saber. Oh my god, oh god, how funny that was.
Yeah, same. Especially ironically, now that they have changed the context.
Yes.
Like, they tried to change the context, but if you know, you know. And if you played the old version, you know.
Yes.
And knowing that Shiro is fucking with her so aggressively, it's fucking great.
Yes, very much so.
I'm gonna make you say it. Didn't you know I'm dumb as a brick?
I love this series, man. I love it so much.
Okay, Metis, I have a demand of you.
Yep.
You need to fucking watch Fate Zero. I don't know if there is a VN for it or not, but there is an anime for it.
It was originally a manga, I believe. and then it was adapted into an anime. But I do intend to get to Fate Zero. I'll probably make time for it during an anime night. I still also want to watch Apocrypha in the English dub because, again, Acheron the voice of Acheron and Acheron's EMVA, Allegra Clark, also does Atalanta, and I love Atalanta.
Yeah, Atalanta's best girl, so, you know. But, yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, because Unlimited Blade Works is still fresh in your mind for now, like, you've experienced the Fate route and the Unlimited Blade Works route now, and Fate Zero, in particular, is extremely relevant to both of those routes. It doesn't matter as much for Heaven's Feel. It still matters in some ways, but like you get a lot out of Fate Zero having watched and understood the Fate and Unlimited Blade Works routes.
So I'll probably start it while I'm doing playthroughs of Little Witch Academia during break.
Sounds good. As you don't know how many times during even just this stream and the little bit of time that I was there in the last one, that I have been like drawing comparisons between what we were watching and events that unfolded in Fate Zero. And I was like, God damn it, I can't fucking say it because you haven't watched it yet. Like, you have no idea how maddening that is.
I do know some things about Fate Zero. I know, Iris Veal is part of Fate Zero, and she's like, Kuretsugu's love interest.
Really, just like being able to see things from Kiritsugu's perspective in general, it really helps you draw some parallels between him and Shiro and the situations that they are in, and it also helps you like understand some of Altria's perspective in the Fate Stay Night routes as well. Like, you just get so much context for them, and then, like, context from Fate Stay Night also plays into Fate Zero. And it's like, you can watch them in any order, but, like, knowing what you know from Fate Stay Night going into Fate Zero, it's such a fantastic experience.
I still want to get Robin to watch the original Fate anime. Like, I know the story isn't that great, and I think part of that is because of the mashing of the three routes into one single route. But it's like it is what got me into the Fate series. I think that would be a good place for her to start with the Fate series, because I don't think it's a good idea to start her off with Apocrypha.
Apocrypha is a little bit too out of context for everything else.
It
is very good in its own right. Like,
Apocrypha is good, but like I think it really helps to have the context of like the original stories, because like the Apocrypha Holy Blade War is like such a different beast from the rest.
Yeah, it really is. It's completely different, and like again, starting from the original, the Fate Stay Night, it provides context that helps you understand what's going on in Apocrypha. But if you're starting in Apocrypha, none of that knowledge from Apocrypha really applies to anywhere else.
Yeah. Also, ending list. We got the good ending, Sunny Day. So after our break game, which is Little Witch Academia, we will get we'll start doing Heaven's Feel, and I'll do this practically a similar thing here. I'll see what I need to get the good ending. I think you need to be particularly I think you need to be particularly attentive to Elia in the Heaven's Feel route.
Yes.
If I recall, I think if you don't have enough Elia points, then like you'll that leads to a bad end, I think.
It does so very early on, yes. Like, I don't know if it's also important later into the game, but I do know that early on you will be locked out of progression if you don't gather Ilya points at the appropriate points. Like, even from the start of the game, you have to be friendly with her right from the get-go.
Hmm.
And I think, like, you can get maybe 3 Ilya points by the time that you can hit the lockout, and you have to get all 3 of them.
Mm. Yeah, so I'll have to pay attention to that, because like it'll be big for me when we get to Heaven's Feel, because obviously we'll learn Ryder's true name. And who knows who else will show up and become important.
I am really interested in the Heaven's Feel route. I need to try and play it again, but that'll take some time. I have the original laying around somewhere. I'll have to dig it up. But I do know that it had some interesting concepts. It just also was such a far cry from the other routes. It was kind of off-putting.
Hmm.
Like, on its own, it's good. It's just really weird to experience after having experienced the previous 2 routes.
Yeah. We'll get to Heaven's Feel route. We'll get to Heaven's Feel route when we're done with Little Witch Academia, which I am excited to get to. I've been putting that game off forever, and I'm a fan of Little Witch Academia. Like I even have us watch it for Anime Night on Robin and server. So yeah, that'll do it with the good ending. And next time we get back to this, before we get to doing the Fate Stay, the Heaven's Feel route, I'm going to be doing the bad ends as usual with my friend Marcellus. We'll be doing that, and hopefully that won't take too long to do. I don't think there are as many bad ends for the Unlimited Blade Works route.
I'm pretty sure actually the Unlimited Blade Works route has immensely more than the Fate route does.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, I don't remember if it had more than Heaven's Feel, but I know that it had a lot of them.
Let me see here with my handy dandy totally legit guide. So bad endings 15 to 24. That's actually not as much, because like that's like seven bad endings.
Let's see. Well, it would be great if I actually had someone answer how many.
Yeah, because 1 to 3 is the and 1 to 14 is the Fate route. and then 15 to 24 is unlimited blade works. So that's like
9.
Yeah, 9.
That would mean that it is definitely Heaven's Feel that has the most bad endings, with around 16.
Yeah, that would make sense. I think you actually start the Heaven's Feel route earlier.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I could swear that there were more in Unlimited Blade Works, but it's been a long time.
So yeah, I'll do the bad endings with Marcel then. So so Fyr, Catmun, you guys want to plug yourself real quick before you sign out?
Well, this has been Maniac Overlord. Thanks for hanging out with me, and thanks everyone for tuning in and listening to my rambling. I know I kind of got off subject a few times.
We all do that.
Yeah.
Shh, don't worry about it.
I mean, if you don't get
on a different VOD of this whole thing.
I mean, if you don't get off subject at least a few times, are you even really a VTuber?
Honestly, yeah. It's like, you gotta be distracted by the ooh shiny at least 4 times a stream.
Yeah, and I'll definitely invite you guys back to do the good ending for the Heaven's Feel route when time comes for that. So yeah, thank you guys again for watching. Thank you again for Fyr and Catmun and for joining me. Again, it's great to do this with fellow Faith fans. And so yeah, we'll get back to Heaven's Feel. No, we'll get back to Fate with Heaven's Feel once I'm done with our break game, and I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys there. This is Metis Balaska signing out.